So Dana's come out and said that he would be open to booking Adesanya versus Jones under the right circumstance. Now, that fight is a huge fight. That fight is a huge fight a year from now. That fight is a huge fight 18 months from now. I mean, this is a fight that's going to be just like a fine wine, and it's only going to get better with time. There are some gambles in there. Is Jon still going to be relevant? Is Adesanya still going to be relevant? Are these guys still going to want to fight each other? There's something there. You could play your hand now, or you could wait a little bit. When you're dealing with Dana, he's not a checkers player. He's always playing chess. So my guess is he's going to put a little rope in between this. Not to mention there's some very good options for Adesanya right now. The Yoel Romero fight right around the corner. Paulo Costa's coming back, who earned a number one contendership, who's, by the way, undefeated. Very good options. Jones has a few less options, but that can change very quickly. I don't think this Jones going up to heavyweight thing, I don't know that that's going to catch on. And I think that in many ways, Jones is being pressured and bullied to go up to heavyweight. I don't think that the people that are encouraging Jon to go to heavyweight have his best interests in mind. I don't think it's about, just go up, show everybody how great you are. Go win another championship. Pat on the back and a great job. I don't think it's that. I think that it's coming from more of a place of, look, you've proved there's no light heavyweight that can deal with you. Let's go up to heavyweight and just hope somebody can catch you and put you down because I want to see you lose. I feel that that's happening. I don't think that's right to happen to Jon. I don't think that he deserves to be bullied considering he has taken on all comers and he's done it for a number of years. And by the way, he's kind of the perfect light heavyweight. Weighs right around that 220. A little north of that, a little south of that before he even starts camp. I mean, he's at the right weight class. Got lucky. So let's take a look though at what Dana said just for fun, because he said under the right circumstances. I would be curious what those circumstances are. Does it need to be a champ-champ match? Does Adesanya have to leave one behind and go up? Are they going to do a catch weight and it's a non-title for either one of them, which is also an option, by the way. It's never an option that's been explored in MMA. That option has been explored in boxing and in professional wrestling. And yes, I know I just lost all my credibility and now you guys hate me because I said professional wrestling. But if we're talking about the world of promotion, that is something that's done. The champion will go out in pro wrestling matches, but it'll be a non-title match. Now that's going to piss everybody off. What is the point? Why am I watching this match? And why is he wearing a belt on the way to the ring if the belt is not up for grabs? Ric Flair did this before. Ric Flair got pinned 1, 2, 3, but it was a non-title match. That's great. That's great. Everybody's so upset. Now everybody wants to see the rematch, but Flair's got to put the title on the line. Flair will do the rematch, but he refuses to put the title on the line, so now it's still a non-title match. I mean, I realize that now we're just being a little bit silly. I do just share for you that if these guys just had a beef and they just wanted to get this worked out, I mean, I can remember when Ricardo Almeida fought Matt Hughes, and it had nothing to do with anything other than this is personal. Hughes had fought Henzo, rather. Almeida said, put me in, coach. Dana made the fight. In many ways, Yoel Romero's participation against Adesanya is personal as well. Dana wasn't overly enthused to do that match. Adesanya called him up. Man, I don't like this guy. Can't keep me away from guys that I want to beat up just because I have the belt. He's a top guy. I'm a top guy. He says he wants to fight me. Well, guess what? He's going to fight me. And Dana goes, okay. I like that. I respect it. Fine. We're in the fight business. We don't all have to get along here. It's one of the rare industries where you do not have to get along with your coworker. Okay. And look at it from the other perspective. Look at it if Adesanya had guys he wanted to fight, but he doesn't get to fight them because he's the champion. He would then be being punished by his own success, which is a very real thing, where you do have to fight some of the top guys. But to make believe that Yoel Romero is not one of the top guys, yes, he is. He most certainly is. So that fight is going to happen, and the reason I bring that train of thought up for you is if this is an Adesanya and Jon Jones, and these guys just have to fight. And when Adesanya tells you, I don't care about the belt, he is telling you the truth. And that wasn't true for his whole life. He wanted the belt, but now he's got 2 of them. And he doesn't need to do champ. I'm just sharing his mindset for you. And since he's the one taking the risk, going up and taking on the bigger guy, I think that in many ways we default to his mindset. By the way, he's got a whole lot of guys that he could fight, that he could do one hell of a good amount of business with. Jon's not in that same spot. In many ways, the power does shift towards Adesanya in that. So if Adesanya said, look, I'll come meet him and we'll do it at 200 pounds and there's no belts on the line, I'll go right back down to 185, be no logjam, no holding you up. Jon, what do you say? Meet me at 200 pounds? Non-title match? We do a grudge match? What do you say? I do not suggest or predict for any of you that those two are going to go and fight and that this is going to be a non-title match at some weird and goofy weight class. I'm just sharing with you because Dana had thrown out a kind of a loose term. He said, well, under the right circumstances. I'm very curious. What would those be? What would those be? We know he's had a little bit of problem in the past with guys doing the champ thing, somebody having luck. I think we're seeing that with Cejudo right now, might just be our most recent example. And the guy that has the luck and leaves there with all the hard work goes, man, if I can have success here, why would I ever cut back down? That wasn't fun. I'm going to stay here. Okay, fine. You're staying here, but now what do I do over here? Okay, you, and we'll figure the belt out. The belt goes to the winner. Okay, that's a way to solve the problem, and I think that does solve all of the problems, but you can still see you're creating a problem. So if we're trying to put it under the right circumstance, I am curious. What would those circumstances be?